everyone, seeing you is amazing. In this video, we will talk about question text. Okay, let's start the lesson. Before we understand about a question text, it's better for you to learn about a question. Do you know me? No, I don't. Oh yes, I do. It is a real question. Yes, no question that needs answered no or yes. But look at the next. He killed my parents. Didn't he? Oh yes. Raising intonation means asking information of something that we aren't sure about. In this case, Harry is thoughtful. He knows that someone killed his parents. But he is not sure about that. That's why he says he killed my parents. Didn't he? Then Hagrid responds, oh yes. Actually, this is not a real question, and this is what Hagrid said is not the answer. This is only the response of what Harry does. How about the other example? So, I'm famous because I couldn't be killed by him, aren't I? Falling intonation means asking for agreement. So, here, Harry has known anything about him, about his parents, and then he gets a conclusion. So, I am famous, aren't I? He just want Hagrid to agree to what his conclusion is. That's why Hagrid answered, the powerful ever curse taught you, but it didn't work. This is not the answer, but this shows that Hagrid agrees to what Harry concluded. I am famous. This is the reason, the same as this, because I couldn't be killed. So this is the same, the reason of his fame. I am famous, aren't I? Okay, so this is question text. I hope that you can use this especially in the speaking activity. Raising intonation or falling intonation depends on what you need. Okay, how about the construction of the sentences with question text? Sentence, auxiliary plus subject. Don't forget you have question. The man killed my parents, didn't he? This is in simple past. So the auxiliary for simple past, this is verb 2. The auxiliary for simple past, when you make it into question or negative, you have did. That's why we have didn't he. And the subject is he, the pronoun. This is noun and the pronoun. When you have this noun, you must change it into pronoun. So you cannot have did not the man. You must the contracted of did not, that is didn't, and then change the man become he. Didn't he? Okay, sorry. And then the man didn't kill me, did he? If it is positive, you have it negative. This is negative, then you have positive. Let's see the other examples with different tenses and subjects, of course, because actually question text is not difficult. It is easy enough as far as you can understand the tense of the sentence. You have tried to persuade people to call him by his proper name for 11 years, haven't you? It will get so confusing if you keep saying you know who. So this is the tense. You have tried, simple present perfect. That's why we have haven't you. This is positive, and then this will become negative. Voldemort had powers I will never have, didn't he? You are too noble to use them. So this is past, simple past, had, and then there is no verb 3. Be careful with the word had, because it can be used as past perfect. Didn't he, because this is verb 2 and positive. Furthermore become he. Okay, the next. Since furthermore couldn't kill Harry, he is still alive, isn't he? If you have this kind, this is not a simple sentence. This is complex sentence. This is the subhouse. So when you want to make the question tag, only from the main clause. So this is the main clause. He is still alive, isn't he? Oh yes, and now I'm waiting for Hagrid to bring him here. I'm going to give him to his uncle to bring him up. This is present with to be, so we have this to be. It is easier if you, if in the sentence there's already an auxiliary. You just use the auxiliary. Okay, Hagrid. Hagrid? You don't think that it's wise enough to trust him for this important task, do you? Simple present. Don't. We have don't here, and then become to. Oh, I trust him with my life. He will have that scar forever, won't he? Oh yes. Simple present future. So we have would. Simple present future. It is not will not or willn't, but would. Okay, be careful with this. Some students are still confused about the contracted form of will. They still use willn't. No, it should be would. Okay. And then I will show you the contracted form of its auxiliary that we will use is, are, aren't. This is usually for simple present or present continuous. Was not, wasn't, were not, weren't, simple past or past continuous. And then do not, don't for simple present. Did not, didn't for simple past. Have not, haven't for simple present perfect. Of course, this will be followed by verb 3. And this one, sorry, had not, hadn't. So this is past perfect followed by verb 3 too. And then will not, you have won't, wouldn't, would not become wouldn't, sorry. Cannot, can't, could not, couldn't, shall not, shan't. Be careful. It is the same as this, yeah, difficult. Will not and then become won't. And then shall not become shan't. Should not become shouldn't. Actually still one more. Sorry that I leave it. That is must. That is must not. Okay, so next I will give you some exceptions. We have the rule that is sentence and then auxiliary plus subject. But there are some exceptions. I will show you here. I wish you didn't give him to that family. They make me sick. But they are the only family he has now. There isn't other place that is safe enough for him. Is there? So the exception is like this. The general form, the general rule is auxiliary plus subject. There isn't other place. This sentence or the sentence with there, the subject is this. There isn't other place. There aren't places. There is a boy. There are two boys. That's why this is the subject. Actually, we use it, is it? But we don't use it. Other place is the subject and change it into it. No. If we use there, then we use there here. Okay, to show the existence, yeah. I'm wrong about Hagrid, aren't I? Don't judge him by his looking. I'm wrong about Hagrid, aren't I? I am wrong. And then aren't I. This is positive and this is negative. Because there is no contracted form for I am not I am. No, there is no such contracted form. That's why we use aren't I. So it is not I'm not I, but aren't I. Okay. I will never see Harry again, will I? I will never see Harry again, will I? This is positive. Should be positive. Should be negative. Yeah, it should be negative according to the rule. But in this case, we still use this positive because there is the word never. Never means that this is negative. I give you the other examples. Rarely, rarely, seldom. The same with never. So when you have never, rarely, rarely, seldom, this sentence is considered negative. That's why you have positive here. I will never, I will rarely, I will rarely see Harry again, will I? Okay, you can see him from a distance, but don't make the muggles afraid of your looking, will you? Don't make, will you? What is the sentence? Okay, this is a comment, yeah, or a kind of request. Then, will. Why will? Why not don't? Yes, I told you that this is not a simple sentence. This is not a sentence. Actually, this is a command or a request. That's why don't make the muggles afraid of your looking, will you? So be careful with this. It is like simple present, but actually not. So be careful with don't. If we have I don't know you to you, because this is a sentence, a simple sentence, a statement. But don't make me happy, don't make me sad, don't make me angry. It is a kind of request or command, so you use will you. Okay, and then the next. Everyone in this town knows Harry, don't they? Now I want to tell you that everyone is singular. That's why this is singular, knows. But when we change everyone into the pronoun, it should be plural. That's why this is they. Of course, we cannot doesn't. They, the auxiliary that we will use is do or don't. That's why don't they, not doesn't they. Or doesn't everyone, doesn't he? No, but don't they. Okay. Oh yes, they often ask me about him furiously. Annoying, isn't it? Annoying. Actually, this sentence is it is annoying. The complete one is it is annoying. But sometimes in speaking, we just use this one. Annoying. That's why we use this, because this comes from this. It is annoying, isn't it? Okay, this is one of this is the examples of the exception that you can have, but we still have one more. Okay, nobody disagrees to hate the odd Harry Potter in his baggy old clothes and broken glass today. Nobody disagrees. Actually, this is the same as the previous that uses never, seldom, barely. It is negative. Nobody shows that this is negative, although the sentence is positive. That's why we still use positive. Nobody, everybody, everyone is the same. That's why we change the pronoun into they. So do they. You are right, my dear. Let's not talk about him, shall we? Let's not talk about him, shall we? What does the sentence express? Let's not talk. Oh yes, this is a suggestion. That's why we use shall we. I hope that you still remember when you learn about modal auxiliaries or modal verb, there is a sentence like this or there is an expression like this. Shall we go now? The same. Let's go now. Shall we go now? Let's go now. Or you can have, shall we not talk about him? Shall we? That's why we use shall we here, because it is the same as that sentence. This is negative and then this is positive. Actually, it is not always like that. We can have like this. Friends, let's see what Hari has in his birthday, shall we? This is positive. You can use shall we too. You don't have to use shall we. No, because actually this one and this one are the same. To show suggestion. That's why we just use shall we. Leave me alone, won't you? Leave me alone, will you? You can use will you or won't you. So it's up to you. It is alright. In the previous video, I used don't make me happy. Would you? Will you? But usually if it is don't, use will you. But if it is positive, you can use will or won't you. So it's up to you. Okay, now I want to tell you what should be paid attention on. Don't be confused. If you have the contracted like this, she'd like to invite everyone, wouldn't she? Wouldn't? Yes, because this comes from she would of one. That's why wouldn't she. How about this? The same. She'd like to invite everyone. She'd come before you arrived. But this is hadn't, because this actually had plus of 3. Had plus gone. That's why you have hadn't she. She'd like of 1. She'd gone of 3. So hadn't and wouldn't. And then she's been in this town for years, hasn't she? She has, because this is verb 3. If it is verb 3, then this is simple present perfect. That's why we use she hasn't or hasn't she. And you have this. Again, the same. She's now your family doctor, isn't she? It is from she is. So it is to be. Isn't she? You have hasn't she? You have isn't she? Be careful with that. See the meaning and see the structure or the tense of the sentence. We still have one more. She's your classmate when you were in high school, wasn't she? She's again, but this is wasn't she. Yeah, because actually this is the same. The tense is simple past when you were in high school. That's why wasn't she? And then we have, she had a problem with her husband last year, didn't she? I want to tell this. She had told. Had. As I told you before, be careful, we have, this is verb 2, because there is no verb 3 here. After had, we just have noun, that's why it is verb 2, because the past and the past participle form of have is had. The same. That's why don't be confused. While here she had told. Had and then verb 3. It is past perfect. You use hadn't for the auxiliary of the question tag. But here had verb 2. This is object or noun. So you have didn't see. Do you understand? I hope that you can understand everything that I have explained to you for question 10. It is easy actually, but remember you must understand about the tenses and, of course, the pronoun, in order that you can change the subject that is in the form of noun into pronoun. Okay, I hope that you can use the question tag in writing or in speaking properly. Thank you for watching and thank you for studying with me. Goodbye.